What is up, you guys? Welcome back to another one of my YouTube videos. Today we're going to be learning the hacks to tray flips. Tray flips are really big and popular in the world of skateboarding, so I really did just want to bring light and attention to how you could do this trick better and what things you could be doing wrong that might be preventing you from landing this trick correctly or just not as well as you think you should be landing it. I literally learned this trick like a year ago, and I'm going to be practicing them to give you more insight on the trick overall. So I might just practice them a lot on flat ground and then take it to some obstacles. So let's get into it. Usually I tend to think of tray flips in 3 steps: how you flick, how you scoop, and how you jump. So first we'll talk about the flick. The flick is really underrated in terms of doing a tray flip. I feel like when people are doing tutorials on this type of trick, they don't really talk about how you should flick. There are even arguments about whether you even flick for a tray flip. I've seen them done without flicks, but I tend to use them, so that's how I'm going to show you guys how to do it. For me, I usually either flick out or up. When I flick out, I feel like I'm flicking more like a kick flip, but when I flick up, I feel like I'm flicking more like a varial flip. Technically, you could do it either way, but I tend to usually do the flicking out more than flicking up. But I have noticed that I am starting to flick up a little bit more than out. I guess choose either one, whichever feels more comfortable. I think that I flick more out than up because I'm really good at kick flips, and kick flips have that same similar motion where you flick out more than up. So yeah, it definitely might work for you too. But if you do tend to flick up like a varial flip, kinda, I feel like it makes the tray flip pop a little higher, and overall just makes it look a little better. But yeah, that's the flick. So I usually put my front foot right about here, like somewhere in the middle, and then I'll either flick kind of out or I'll flick kind of up like that. But I tend to usually just flick a little bit more out, and that's what's more comfortable for me. You also don't want to forget to flick really early. It seems like when you flick early, it tends to flip and rotate a lot faster and better. So remember that too. If you're having this problem where you're either only landing with your back foot or you're slipping out on the nose, then that's basically just an indication that you're leaning way too far forward, and you just need to lean back and kind of jump slightly back behind you when you are doing the tray flip. So the second part is the scoop. So it's the most popular part of the tray flip, the most talked about part of the tray flip. I like to have my foot diagonal to the pocket, and I like to basically scoop my back foot into my front foot, and that really helps me instead of like having it in the C curve shape and scooping that way. So I like to just scoop it directly into my front foot. That was my first tray flip off of anything, like literally. And it was so clean. But so next you want to learn how to jump. I see so many skaters when they're first learning tray flips, they might jump too much in front of them or too far behind them. And so basically what you want to do is stand in the back seat and then jump. And this is what I mean. So you do want to stand in the back seat and kind of just like lean back a little bit and then jump slightly back as you try to do the tray flip too. All right, so that was my TED talk on tray flips. I hope you got something out of it, something slight. And so this is just mainly for the people that either are super close to landing the tray flip or you can land them, but they just look super sketchy. So I was really having that problem starting out learning the tray flip. I'm still learning a lot of things about it. Like I just said, that was my first tray flip off of a drop, so everyone's learning and trying to improve. But yeah, that's the end of the video. Let me know what tip helped the most, and I'll see you guys later. I'm out.